Let's welcome Daniel Rothwell and Tom Maupin. Thomas, how you doing?
Doing fine today, thank you.
Daniel, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
We're here. We're making it happen now, my friend.
Yeah.
I met Mom upstairs having lunch, and she said, by golly, after we talked to Mom, she said, we got to get you on the show.
Yeah.
Here you are. And we met you. We had lunch with you, Tom.
Yes, we did.
Had a good time, and you told us about what you do and what Daniel does. So let's talk about it. What made you pick clawhammer style? Out of all the flat and scrug style and whatever they call the other styles.
Well, the first person that I heard pick a banjo was Leroy Troy, and he played the clawhammer style, and you know that was stuck in my mind. Of that's the sound I like. Mm-hmm. Of course, I love Earl's picking, but you know, everybody plays sort of like Earl. I wanted to pick like me.
Pick like Daniel.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Pick a lick by like Daniel style. That's Daniel style.
Yeah.
That made you the youngest old-time national banjo champion?
Yes, sir. In fact, you know that I used that lick in the tune that won it. So I think that lick was what got it.
There you go. He picked the right lick too.
That's the fanciest lick that I know.
Okay, now you're self-taught.
Yes, sir.
How long did it take you from the time you were introduced to a banjo to become a national champ? How many hours of practice did you do?
Well,
I guess
a lot.
A lot of time, huh? Day and night.
Day and night.
Yeah.
I started picking when I was 11.
Yeah. And you became an old-time national banjo champion. How old were you when you did that?
That happened this year.
Oh, this year, so it's recent. And talk to
Second
me.
weekend in July it was.
Okay. Now talk to me about other contests you have entered in that you won too. Mother said you won everything in sight.
Well,
Was she bragging on you?
I've won the state one. Oh, wait a minute, I'm getting it mixed up with something else here.
All right. She said you won 5 this year.
I placed third in there. Excuse me.
All right.
What I meant to say was the Southeast Regional in Holiday, Tennessee. I won first place in that.
Okay.
And I won first place at the Bell Witch Bluegrass Festival in Adams, Tennessee. That's ran by a friend.
Okay. Now, what age group do you compete against?
Yeah.
What age group do you compete against?
Sometimes my own age group, and sometimes older.
They throw you in with the adults, Tom?
This time when he won Smithville Jamboree, he was in the older group. And then he was in the older group in Kentucky.
Okay.
Older group in Williamson County.
When you say older group, you're talking adults.
Adults.
Yeah, right, okay.
Adults. He's won the last 5 that he's been in.
That's what Mom said.
So, Granddad's pretty proud too.
Yeah, absolutely. You have an endorsement too, a product endorsement.
Yes,
Are
sir.
You're holding the endorsement?
A Deering banjo, a Vega, old-time wonder.
They make them today?
Yeah, I don't remember when it was made. Maybe the date's in here.
That's all right.
I
That
doubt it.
doesn't matter.
I doubt it.
don't
But
see
you,
the date
Doesn't
in there.
matter. How long have you had it? Because you must have done a lot of practicing with that in there.
I've had it maybe since I was about 12.
All right.
yeah, I believe he got it when he was 12.
Oh,
And
13.
Now, how many hours did you put in on this puppy?
Good bit.
A good bit.
you could look at the front of it and tell that.
Why do you love old-timey music?
Well, it's got a particular drive to it without having to have the speed to it. Mm-hmm. Bluegrass has got the drive, but a lot of it will also come from speed and high pitch. Old time is, you know, mostly where the person's comfortable range is, instead of them having to reach up in the tenor, and it's more of a easy speed. I mean, it can get as fast as bluegrass sometimes, but
wow, I never knew the difference.
Early bluegrass is closer to old time than modern bluegrass is.
Say that again.
The older styles of bluegrass, like
How about,
A fellow that played the style that I do used to be a bluegrass boy, played in Bill's group. David Aikman,
yeah.
String Bean.
String Bean loved him. He was on Hee Haw for 4 or 5 years.
Oh, he was
the best.
He was probably one of the best pickers on there. He was a real treasure. He really was.
One of a kind.
One of a
kind.
Yeah.
Old
There's
String.
never been another String Bean.
I got a letter from a heart. Remember that? And he
back pocket,
put it in the back pocket and pulled it out.
Yeah.
I watched that the old original. I was watching the original Hee Haw back in the 60s.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
String Bean was the best. How horrible what happened to him.
It was.
Now, you play with Jesse McReynolds?
Yes, sir. It was a real honor picking
That had to
him.
be.
On my tape that I've got out, he's playing mandolin on most of the tracks and singing with me on 2 of them.
Wow.
One of them's a Jim and Jesse songs. It was a real honor, you know. Nervous singing the part that old Jim had been
I'll bet.
singing. Jim was
One of a
one of
kind.
the smoothest tenor singers that ever lived.
Quite
He would
good.
reach up and grab them high A notes and B notes, no strain, no change in facial expression.
No.
One of the best tenor singers that there ever was.
Tom?
Yes?
Tell me what you're up to. You got some educated feet there, talented feet. Talented legs?
Well,
Talking feet.
What
yeah.
do they call them? What did you say?
I said it's talking feet.
Talking feet. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yes, I'm a buck dancer. I guess all my life, and Daniel came along later years in my life playing the lick that I like to dance to. Old time music, I believe, was created for dancers. My type of dancing is called different things. Sometimes it's called flat footing, it's called hold down, it's called jig dancing. I grew up with it, knowing of it being buck dancing. I'm a buck dancer with a flat foot style, and Daniel and I, we work together. He hits a lick that I like to dance to.
Well, I make a mention that you're related.
Yes, this is my grandson Daniel,
go.
and pretty proud of him too.
Absolutely.
This right here is he's the reason that I got into. He's the
That's
reason
good.
I got into it. He's the one that took me to all these festivals, and you know, him patting his foot, clapping them hands, hitting that lick.
Now you're a combination of the two of you guys.
Yes.
You pick and he dances.
Yeah, and I think we both hit our best lick when we was picking together.
There you go. Absolutely.
I agree with that.
Talk about your documentary.
Yes, Daniel and I, this man came to it and asked us about doing a documentary of Daniel and I. So I thought that was a good thing for us.
That's recognition, man, when somebody comes
And
to
the
you.
name of it is Let Your Feet Do the Talking. And that's what I do when I'm a dancing. I try to dance the tune that's being played and be part of that tune. So I'm proud of it and proud
Where
of
can they see that documentary?
right now it's showing on the documentary channel.
Is Daniel on the documentary?
Daniel's on the documentary.
There you go.
A big part of it.
Good.
Daniel, I believe, was born with music. Was born with music because he can play all night. And he can play a guitar, and he's beginning to play a fiddle some too.
Okay.
And he's going.
What about the only sound I can get out of that?
Well, tell me
As
about
Doc Watson said, about the only sound I can get out of that's the sound of a hungry pig.
that. Okay. Now you're with the kids of Bluegrass here at the IBMA.
Yes, sir. I'm playing the
That's a
kids
big-
on Bluegrass.
That's a big event here.
Yes.
Kids are a big part of Bluegrass, and you're part of it.
Oh yes, sir. The kids are important. That's
Kids are
the
important.
next generation of it.
And it keeps moving.
Yes.
Keeps
That's the
moving.
next generation.
You-
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
the people that some of the folks that are stars now were,
All
you
started
know,
out-
that
they all had to grow
everybody
into it.
started out as kids.
Yeah. Yeah, we were a kid. I was a kid. Tom, you were a kid too.
Yeah, I remember.
We were all kids.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's a
But I
few
still
years.
remember.
There you go. Websites. And who's got a website?
I've got a website.
Talk to me about it.
I've got a website and I got a Facebook.
All right. What?
My website is banjodanielmusic.com.
Okay. All right, and you can find you on Facebook and.
Yep.
Yep.
And you can find my merchandise on the
On the
website
website.
as well. And,
Perfect.
And the news about what's going on, website and Facebook.
People got to know what's going on. Tom, do you have a website?
No,
See, I got a website, and him and I share a Facebook.
There you go.
Share.
Share the website.
Yeah.
All right, so both of you on the same one.
Yeah, right.
Can't you
What-
picture this little old fella on the internet? Like